on today's call and also taking some notes and seeing, all these great ideas. So thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Okay. Ash, take us away. Are you able to share your screen and get us started here?
Yes.
And feel free to give a quick intro too. It won't eat into your time.
Okay, hold on. All right. Can you guys see?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, what's going on, guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ashvin Melwani. I am the CMO and co-founder of a health and wellness brand called Obvi. Pretty much my day-to-day is anything customer acquisition, so paid ads, creative, landing pages. So CRO is somewhere in that skill set of what I do. So excited to go through this. Nervous, but hopefully I have some good tips here and hopefully you guys will like it. So Arthur, I guess just take it away.
Go for it.
All right, cool. 90 seconds. All right, well, I'm gonna first toss this into mobile. Does this look good for everybody? Is this okay?
Yep. You can
All
see
right,
it.
cool. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna kind of look at like the four main things here, right? So the homepage, navigation, collection pages, product pages, and then if I have time, I'm gonna get into the cart and checkout. First things first, I'm not a big fan of slider banners. One, they're moving way too quickly. It's tough to kind of showcase everything that's going on here. I typically like to keep one thing and the one thing that I'm promoting mostly on my, paid media, right? So if I have a main product, that's basically going to be the main banner here, right? One thing that I've noticed here is depending on screen sizes, I'm not too sure if the majority of phones will have that CTA button in the above the fold, right? The banners can be a little bit better. I think what it comes down to is the content that the brand has. In terms of content, having lifestyle imagery that contains the product but has white space so that you can include a lot of the text, CTAs all in one kind of banner instead of having like the split image that you have here. So having that moved up is probably something that I would do. In terms of CTA buttons, I know a lot of people think CRO isn't just about button colors, but one thing I like to do is I like to be off-brand with the CTA buttons, just because one, everything's kind of the same color tone and theme. You want your CTA button to stand out. So that's probably the next thing that I would do above the fold is to, one, move everything up, change the colors of everything. Now moving down here, kind of everything is, the copy is a little bit basic here, right? So you have featured favorites, and this is literally all the products here, right? What I would probably do here is kind of group things into different categories and goals. I think brands like Jones Road does a really good job with this, where it's every product is categorized into different buckets, whether it's for eyes, for skin, or whatever it is. Being able to kind of get to where you need to go. Oh shoot. Being able to go like wherever you're like, all right, I'm looking for eye makeup or whatever it is, being able to get there is super, important. And then one thing here is that I do like having a quick ad here. At first, when I was scrolling through this, I didn't even see this under the image here. What I would do is probably I would remove that and put it underneath. I think the hierarchy needs to be image, title, maybe subtext, reviews, price, and then quick ad. One thing here is that actually earlier when I was adding this, it was adding subscription. So I think any products that had subscription was automatically being added. So I would probably test that, being able to kind of toggle on and off. One thing that I also missed here was I didn't see a pop-up come up. We're missing leads here. I know that there's a lead gen at the bottom, but definitely need to add in some lead gen and pop-ups. Trying to move through this pretty quickly. Nav, again, like I said, I want to structure this so that it's very categorized, so that one, you're not just shopping for every single product here. I don't even know where to start, right? Again, I'm not the target demo, but I would like to have some type of buckets so that I know exactly where I'm going to.
All right. Unfortunately, Ash, I got to cut you off here.
Yeah, that's quick. It's quick.
All right. I'm going to hand it over to Chase here. Let's see, Chase, are you able to share your screen? Maybe give a quick intro here.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to share my screen. I'll give a crash course on who I am. Did the screen pop up right?
Yep, everything's good to
All
go.
right, cool. My name's Chase. I run an agency. We do a lot of CRO, but go listen to my podcast. Honest E-commerce is the name of the podcast. Way more value there than anything else. If you like what I have to say in this, find us there. So I'm going to dive in and I'm going to start my timer on my phone just to be nice to everyone else. And we are off. So first and foremost, when you're doing CRO, you need data. So this is really hard to do just from like a front end UX thing. I want access to stuff. So like, if anyone's going to get into this year, go set up like heat maps with like Hotjar or heatmap.com, get those user recordings, get all that stuff going. Make sure your data set up the right way so you can make informed decisions and not guess. All we're doing here is like heuristic stuff from like best practices. I'm going to try not to repeat anything that Ash said, and I'm going to try to get a little bit nerdier here. So beauty is a consumable, which lends itself to replenishable stuff. So obviously they're leaning in super hard on this website with subscriptions. But one thing I do have to say that Ash hit the nail on the head was I don't know what the hell to buy. So they need to restructure the navigation or this landing page here on the homepage for first-time purchases to get people into the funnel to then buy more. So I would say they should probably test a navigation on mobile and on desktop to like the starter kit, like start here, something like that, to try to incentivize that first purchase. Taking that a step further, something that's absolutely going to raise their conversion rate without anyone in this, no one in here is going to argue with me on this, is lower the steps, build a landing page. Nick's going to agree with me on this. Send all your paid traffic for first customer acquisition to a landing page built all around like the first purchase bundle. That's their flagship product. And they're going to see a giant lift there and like return on ad spend. Kind of beyond that, when you do click on these kits, this whole process is confusing as heck. You probably get verified with heat maps and scroll maps that would like prove that my assumptions here are correct, that like this is super confusing. 2 clicks to get into this starter thing off the main navigation. Like this is kind of laid out in a really interesting way. And when I scroll down, there isn't another like button to order it. And this one's like grayed out. So I have to go back up to actually order it. So once I get there, once you select your routine, there's this upsell that's actually broken. And like when you add it, the add to cart button's not there. So that's obviously going to cause issues with people that are navigating. This whole kind of customer journey should probably be rethought. And then if I actually can get back to the cart and go into checkout, let's see, I've got a million things in my cart. I'm assuming that actually on mobile that I can get to the checkout button, but right now it's being weird because we're like emulating it. So let me try to lower this down and get to the checkout. But I'll just say, because I'd done it before without this screen recording, is when you get to checkout, there isn't like any upsells and cross sells within the checkout journey. And I didn't make it to post-purchase, but I'm assuming there's not there. And that's just like leaving money on the table as well. So I'll yield my time. I'll be the first person to do it in under 3 minutes, I guess. There you go. That's what I got to say.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ash and Chase. So I'm going to hand it over to Erin first to maybe give her vote. And I will also launch a poll here. So everybody in the audience, please vote on what you thought was most useful here, and we can move on.
You guys are important. If we have a tie, you're a tiebreaker, audience. So please enter in the poll.
Wow, this is first of all, both incredible insights. Really enjoyed it. Sorry, getting a pop-up here. Really enjoyed hearing kind of both your approaches. To be honest, both amazing points. And I love how Ashi's kind of started higher up in the funnel, homepage, first interaction with the site. But Chase, my vote does go to you because of the fact that you kind of started with thinking about data first and kind of thinking about that first interaction, getting a user deeper into the funnel, kind of right off the bat. There was a really strong kind of argument in terms of, meeting the user where they are in their journey with your website. I would agree with both of you from a navigation perspective, categories are always the way to go. And that's really where the art of merchandising meets the science of the website. So 1000% there's opportunity there to think more strategically about those categories, while also highlighting that, flagship product, at the top of kind of that starter kit bundle, and really kind of generating those leads deeper into the funnel. And I also very much agree. I think you both said it. That lead gen component is huge with the pop-up. And then Ash, I loved your comment about the automation on the homepage. I mean, spot on there. I always kind of gear towards, going away from that automated movement. But if there are conflicting messages that are all of importance, I always say, keep it at a max of 3 messages. Don't go past that. You lose the audience past that. So if you kind of can't get it to that one idea in that feature space, at max go 3, but let the user slide through at their leisure and kind of mitigate that automated movement. So Chase, well done. Ash, well done. But Chase, the data point was a sticker for me.
Fantastic. All right. Aaron, thank you. Carolina, you're up.
All right, I'll keep this short just because I totally agree with Aaron. I think both points were very, very important of both Ash and Chase. But I think my vote also goes to Chase just because I'm a very data-oriented person and I always lead with numbers before just making decisions. And I'm sure Ash as well, and it's just best practice. But I love that you just put that at the very beginning because it reflects with who I am and what I do as well. The pop-up insight's great, the quick ad, the hierarchy of all those things, the hero as well, where the CTA might not be above the fold, the upsells, cross-sells, post-purchase, checkout, everything was just spot on. So my vote will go to Chase, but both made great points.
All righty. Well, thank you to the first 4 people speaking here. Chase, congratulations. On to round 2. All right, up next, Cassie and Will. So Cassie,